Okay, we're live. Right. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome along.
Hello.
Yeah, we thought we'd try another live stream just to share a few bits we picked up, and then we're going to go in and share a few interesting sales from the last week or so. I'm just going to go in. I haven't opened the chat, have I?
No.
Right.
We won't be anyone there. We'll be talking to ourselves.
How do I do this? Go in there.
You're asking me.
Right, you keep talking. Let me set this
what
up.
am I supposed to say? Hope everyone's had a good weekend.
Oh, hang on. I've got to mute it. Why can't I move the window?
Okay.
Right, okay.
Jason's there. Hi, Jason. Pro Reseller. Hi, Mia. Hi there.
Now, somebody told me how to pop out chat.
Oh, there you go.
So I can then put the chat somewhere convenient. Look at that.
We're good at this technical stuff, aren't we? Hi, Bugtick. Hi, DJ Stone. Maran Elomania. Is that right? Resale Roadie. Steve, hi. Southwest Sellers. Nico DeMeo. David Morse and Yorkshire Reseller. Hi, guys.
Welcome along.
Hi, Philippa and Richard. Okay.
We just said in the intro, we're just going to run through a few bits we picked up. Nothing really exciting. You found some clothing today that you thought you'd share. I'm just going to share a couple of highlights. I haven't been sourcing really.
Hardly. Well, shouldn't be. But
neither of us are really.
Can't avoid the sale rail. Okay.
When we've been through these few bits, we're just going to share a few interesting sales really, and then just hang out a bit. So that's the plan. Lots of people coming in.
Yeah.
David.
Hi Heather. Hi Kevin. Mark. Hi Callum.
Who's that? Callum. I literally 2 minutes ago thought I wish Nick would do a live stream as I'm bored out of my mind.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, bored out of.
Your wish has been granted.
Yeah. Psychic, you see. David Morse. Had a nice weekend. It's been raining in Scotland for most of it.
Oh, it's been quite nice here. Yeah. Sun on and off, a bit grey, but.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of rain.
Sunny spells.
Anyway, we'll crack on because we've actually got a fair bit to get through. You've got a fair bit of clothing, and then I've got a load of bits that we're going to screen share on eBay. Do you want me to do a couple of bits first?
Yeah.
Nothing exciting, but these arrived. When I went through the electronics, I shared that I've had to order a few parts to get things working. That's the remote which now I will be able to unlock, take the child lock off one of the videos. So that was kind of essential. Plus it adds more than the value of the remote to the video. So that was worth doing. And then this one for a Philips just makes the video that much more saleable. So things have started arriving.
Yeah.
I picked up a stack of PS2 stuff in a charity shop. My phone had just died, so I couldn't look any up. Most of them are okay, but they're just average. I thought I'd share this one because I loved this game. This is Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I had the original back on the Sinclair Spectrum back in like 1985. But yeah, not an amazingly valuable game. I'm going to shoot for about £10 on FBA. But yeah, not one you see every day, and it's worth picking up. So that was nice to see. And they were all in fantastic condition. I think somebody had just donated them and the whole box was just full of PS2 stuff.
Yeah, it's rare to find the book, not all.
Yeah, it's really nice and minty fresh. So that was nice to find. The rest were fairly average titles really that aren't worth showing. I grabbed one of these for $2.99. This is one of the scenets that's worth bothering with. On FBA, I'm going to be looking for around 25. I'm not sure what they go for on eBay. I sent this to FBA before and done that sort of money. I think I got more for it at Christmas before. But yeah, happy to find that. And then this is the version of Guess Who I had as a kid.
Me too.
Did you have it?
Yeah, I had that.
This is the vintage, the original 1979 copyright edition of this. I actually found there's an FBA listing for this, and there's only one on there at 45. And I looked at sales history, and it has been selling at on and around that price. So I'm thinking that I might send it into FBA. The box, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's all sort of stoved in here. Whether I can sort that out, I don't know. But it's 100% complete. Quite often they are missing these little counters, but it's got all, I think it's 14 of them.
I don't think it's been played as much.
I don't think it has. Quite often you find that these are missing
Yeah.
people, and if they are, you can still sell it, but it really reduces its value. If you're our age, this will take you right back. Just that sound. I feel like I'm about 5 again. Even the faces, I remember all of these faces and names from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And that's why this is so sought after, because sad people our age are happy to spend like 30 or 40 quid just to have that experience or buy it for their kids, you know. So yeah, and quite often if you do get these, you need to check it's got all, how many did we say? 24? I think it's 24 cards, and if it's missing those, it's going to spoil the game, and this is complete. So happy days, we've got that. And just for David McGregor, I paid up a bit on this. I paid £4.99. When I say I paid up, I mean quite often if I find this, it's 50p or £1 at a car boot sale. This was in a charity shop and it was labelled at £4.99, which I'm happy to pay on a game I'm going to try and get 30 to 40 quid back on.
Yeah.
It's not that I think I've overpaid if I say I paid up, it's just I paid more than I would normally see it for. That's all that means. So.
And it doesn't mean that you begrudge playing that.
No. I think a £5 in a charity shop for that game is perfectly fine. And 3 quid on Disney Seen It.
Yeah. And actually, she only charged you £4 for it.
Yeah, that was weird. I think it's because you bought a stack of clothes.
Yeah.
She knocked £1 off, well, 99p off my game. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, fine.
Whatever. Anyway, do you want to run through your bits?
So it was a couple of charity shops. That we went to pick up that one today, and they had a sale rail for £1. So I picked up a few bits. And then earlier in the week, I looked in the sales section of a couple of other charity shops. So I've got another few bits. This is what I picked up today. This is all £1. There's a Topshop t-shirt.
Have you looked any of this up? Do you know what it's
yes.
going to sell it for?
Well, I always go for the top end of what I think I can push it at.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put offers on, or if it doesn't sell, then I just reduce it. But I always start at like the top end of what I think something will sell for. So that's what I'm going to quote. It won't necessarily sell for that much, but that's what I'm going to go for. So the Topshop t-shirt, I'm going to try £6.99 on it.
And you have £2.99 shipping on all this, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I just grabbed something. What did I grab?
Oh, Banana Republic trousers.
Is that a good brand to go for?
It seems to be. Well, ish. I'm going to try about £9.99.
About a tenner.
Yeah.
So from £1 to a tenner, you're quite happy with that?
Exactly. You can't leave it behind at £1, really. It's difficult.
Cool.
So yeah,
I've just noticed my shirt is kind of strobing. I don't know if it's going to be strobing on people's TV screens.
You want to leave their sunglasses on. And then this is a pair of white stuff. The labels actually come apart on it, but white stuff. I don't know if you can see that actually. Trousers. Just a pair of summer cropped trousers. I'm going to try £9.99 on those.
Just reading in here, Zahir never got in to Guess Who. You were missing out, Zahir. You missed out a classic there.
You have to come around and play. It's fun. And then this one I picked up because it was new with a tag. It said South, but I'm not really sure if it's the South that people talk about anyway. But it's basically a long denim skirt, and for £1 new with tag, I thought I'd give it a chance.
Yeah, that's unused.
So I'm going to try £9.99 on that.
I thought this was cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Did I spot this or did you spot that?
You spotted that.
It's a Gryffindor official Harry Potter merch.
Yeah, it is Warner Brothers Studio Tour.
Yeah, it's come from the Making of Harry Potter tour. So is that in America?
It's Florida.
So I reckon you'll sell that easily. I think that's a cool thing.
It's really nice. And I said, well, I'll have it if we can't sell it. But I've looked it up and I'm going to try £9.99 on it.
I think you'll get that easy.
Yeah. And then this was from a different charity shop. Paid £1 on the sale rail for these. This is a Hobbs ladies jacket.
Is that vintage? Is Hobbs a vintage label?
No, it's not. It's not vintage.
Never heard of it.
I'm going to try £29.99 on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this was £1 as well. This is Wallace. Another sort of smart ladies jacket. That was not so much. I'm going to try £12.99 on that.
There's a lot of love for Gauntlet in the chat. Sorry, carry on. I'm just reading what people are saying.
Then there was a Next blouse. That was actually, yeah, that was £1. Sort of a sheer Next blouse.
What are you going to sell that for?
I'm going to try £9.99 on that. And then this was a white stuff dress. Like that. And I'm going to try £19.99 on that. I'm not sure because it's more of a sort of a jersey material, so I might end up like 15 rather than 20, or I don't know.
What's the right time of year? If it's what you mean, it's a warm sort of winter spring dress.
Well, it's not like a smart dress or anything, so you know people might not want to pay £20.
I always say there's no harm in trying high. If it's on for a couple of cycles, then just take an offer or something.
Then this is French Connection. It's like a peplum style top. I'm going to try £9.99 on that. And then this was just an experiment, really. I'd heard this mentioned. I paid £1 for this. It's a Daymart jumper, but it's in size 22. And people talk about
that's a real kind of granny jumper,
isn't it? But people talk about large sizes going quite
something
well.
you'll
So
learn
it was
to
an
wear.
experiment, really. It was only £1, so thought I would try that. I'm going to try for £9.99.
What's this one?
That is Fat Face. Paid more for that, actually.
What did you pay?
I paid £4 on that.
Wow, is that worth paying up on then?
Well,
paying
again,
up, said it again, David.
Yeah. Again, it's an experiment, but I'm going to try £15 on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they really expensive as a brand then?
Yeah.
We've got one in Hitchin, haven't we? I've never bought stuff in there.
And this is Laura Ashley.
That's cool.
And
I
it
like
is a
that.
cashmere mix.
That is nice.
I'm going to try £15 on that as well.
Yeah,
and then,
I'd have picked that up actually.
if you follow me on Instagram, I did share this the other day. This is Calvin Klein. This was on the £1 sale rail. It's brand new with its tag. The only really annoying thing,
you found out why it was on the £1 rail when you got home.
it's got a couple of little catches on the sleeve. It doesn't go right the way through to the lining, but there's 2 tiny little catches on the sleeve. So that's really annoying, but I'm going to try about £30 for it anyway.
And you did pick up another thing on that sale rail, listed it, and it sold immediately, didn't you? That jacket.
Yeah. Which
is in one of the things we're going to share in a minute, actually. I just want to catch up on the chat. Is that all your bits?
Yep, that's everything.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, there was a bit of chatter about games going on. Let me just... Callum, Gauntlet Dark Legacy was one hell of a game. Me and my mate played it so much. Tried to play it again the other week. My PS2 wouldn't read the disc. It was gutted. I don't think I ever played that version. I just remember the top-down version where you were in the dungeons and you know, ghosts coming at you all the time, and it's epic. Just sold a Gauntlet today on Xbox Original. Got 15 for it. That's resale roadie. Sweet. I'm way behind on the chat. Lots of people in here. Beaknik says £1, not exactly 20p, is it, Z? Yeah, these weren't quite jumble sale prices. That's referring to their jumble haul. We missed a jumble sale. We found out, didn't we? There was one in January that I had a leaflet sat here with the date on. It was just because my desk is just a mess. I didn't see it, didn't notice. But we're going to go to one. Is that next month?
March, yeah.
March.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, I'm making Falling on a Bruiser's Eyes go funny.
Oh.
With my strobing shirt.
Wrong choice.
For once, I'm smart, and I've picked the wrong shirt.
With your cap.
Well, yeah, sort of. I need to cut my hair, hence the cap. Hi, guys and girls. It's Malinky. When did it start? Just after 8. So we've been going. Blimey, we've been going 20 minutes already. Where's your dog?
sleeping somewhere.
Monty is with our daughter in the living room asleep. Right. So, should we share some stuff?
Yep.
We're going to go into eBay, screen share, and just pick out a few bits that we can share with you guys and chat about. So, let's see if we can make this work. I always forget what I'm doing. Okay.
Slight pause.
Why does the window not come up? No, I'll just press it. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so if this has worked, hang on. You should be able to see this one. Let me get the chat open as well. Can I move that across?
Yeah.
Right, let us know if you can see this listing, which is one of Andrea's clothing bundles, in the chat. It's not the shirt, it's the resolution of the webcam. Boring, it all looks the same. What looks the same? Anyway, shall we assume that people can see that? Can you see this listing? Just take the shirt off. You'll be lucky. Right, I can see it. Okay, so this is one of yours.
Yeah, this is shop stock. I've basically sold everything individually that's worth doing. Made our money back on that really, and what we sold in the shop. So
yeah, when we say shop, we mean our old bricks and mortar kids clothing shop.
So I'm just trying to clear the rest of it, and I just want it gone now, so I've got the space.
Yeah, so we're doing big bundles. Well, you're doing big bundles, and you're photographing it this way, which I think is pretty clever. So you can see every single item within the 12 allowed pictures. And it was how many items? 38, so almost £1. Well, yeah, £1 an item pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's not too bad on 3 to 6 months old kids stuff. It's pretty hard to sell, isn't it?
It is. Anything up to 6 months is hard to sell.
So, and we just need shot of it. We've got crates and crates of this that are left over from the shop, so we're just bundling that up. So it's good to get a decent sale out of some of that. This you may have seen, I think I shared this on Facebook. This was the second of the tapestries we got from a jumble sale. And yeah, I looked this brand up, and there's several of these tree designs available, and somebody had managed to get, I think somebody got 80, other people have got less. So I started this at 80, had loads and loads of interest, nobody picked it off, relisted it at 75, and it's gone, and I am just gobsmacked.
Oh, Darren's just joined. Hi, Darren.
Hi, Darren. So yeah, it owes us about 20p, we worked out. That's pretty much all it is. It's a piece of, like, what do you call that stuff? Canvas, kind of. And it had the yarn in it, and that's it, just in a bag, £75. So that was an epic little sale. What's next? That's one of yours?
Yeah, I've had this for ages. It just sat on the rail in the shop and never shifted. But yeah, quite happy to see it go, to be honest. Not a bad price.
Well, for one tiny baby's jumper, that's epic. And it probably would have been traded in the shop as well, wouldn't it, for credit? So it would have cost us next to nothing. But you took an offer, didn't you? You didn't.
Yeah.
What did you get back on that?
Can't remember now.
Pretty sure it was 20.
Yeah.
It was a round figure of 20. So yeah.
It wasn't much under.
Yeah. So
Caroline's just joined us. Hi, Caroline.
Oh, just in time, Caroline.
Phoebe.
Because Caroline, you may recognise this case. I had this video, and it had a smashed case. I sent a load of these Fireman Sam ones up to FBA, and I had this one knocking around because the case was smashed. And Caroline had a load, so she sent me a spare box. I listed it the day after, and it sold immediately. So yeah, happy days. So that's that one. Don't ignore the vintage 80s and 90s kids VHSs. Pleased with that. I'm amazed that went so fast as well.
Yeah, but Fireman Sam's not the same anymore.
No. Oh, this is annoying customer alert.
Well, this was one of my sales. These are actually our mugs. I picked them up from, I think, Dutch with Fate a few years back. I didn't really use them, and they just sat in the cupboard. So I thought I'd resell them. And this lady bought them, and she made us an offer. So I think, how much did she offer us?
15 she offered, and we accepted.
Yeah, and she said, I really can't afford, she gave us a very long story about vet bills and all this palaver. why she couldn't pay until the end of the month. And I said, well, that's absolutely fine. Pay on the 28th, we'll hold them for you. So
I'm just going to come out while you tell the story.
2 days ago, she messaged us again and gave another long sob story about how her vet bills were higher than she thought, and could she possibly pay on the 14th.
How many of you have heard this whole my dog's ill, or I've, you know,
yeah,
it's like pulling at your heartstrings.
And you know, I'm sympathetic towards it, but we're hanging on to them, and then you never know whether she's just stringing us along. Is she ever going to pay? So I tried to word it as, whilst I'm really sympathetic to your predicament.
You worded it really well, actually. You basically said, yeah, whatever, pay up, in a really nice way.
Yeah, I said, if you could possibly pay as we had agreed, that would be greatly appreciated.
She hasn't.
She hasn't paid.
She agreed, and that still hasn't paid.
She did respond to say, yes, I'll try and sort something out. Because she said she didn't want to lose the mugs. So it sounds like she's going to pay, but whenever we see the money, I'll be surprised. So
yeah, jury's out on whether we're going to get any money for these mugs.
Yeah.
That sale was a £15 Nerf gun, by the way, which is cool. Right, let's go back in and whiz through a few more bits. Where's the button gone? Okay. What am I doing? What's that one? Okay, so it should be back in here. Right, so that's your mugs, which we have not seen a penny for yet. I thought I'd share this. This was a jumble sale.
Just want to put it along so we can see the chat.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's have a look in the chat, actually. Let's see if we've had any. Caroline. I'm late. Straight here from Margaret's live stream. Oh, we've clashed with Margaret.
Yeah, sorry, Margaret.
Sorry. Fin Fashion Plus is in there. Hi, Phoebe. I bought a linking machine, does that say? And transfer needle for £10 and sold for 130. Whoa,
wow, that's great.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah, someone says down there, what's a linking machine? Yeah, I'm clueless.
Whatever it is, it was a good flip.
No sales today. This is Richard. No sales today and on a Sunday. Anyone else had a crap day? Ours was pretty poor, and then this afternoon and evening, it's really done well. So it's been a kind of game of two halves for us.
Yeah.
But eBay has been really up and down, hasn't it? We have a great day and then a crappy day, and it's all over the place. What's that? Marcin R. Good job with updates and tips. Great ideas with the live shows. Thanks to your videos, I started my reselling. And I see you added the name of the boss to the channel. Yeah, you know it.
No, I don't think Monty's name's on there.
No, Monty's not. He should be. He's the favourite. Anyway, I keep forgetting we're not even on. They're staring at a picture of an electric blanket that you sit on. Anyway, let's whiz through some of these. This was a jumble sale pickup, so it owes us practically nothing. And they're pretty good. They're worth looking out for. It's the size of a cushion, and you sit on it, or you put your back on it. I actually took an offer of 17 on this, which was more than fair for that. So yeah, that went quick once I eventually got around to listing it. Oh, I thought I'd share this.
One that we picked up from the Jumble Trail earlier in the year. They've sat there for ages, but finally it's sold at $9.99.
There wasn't much to go on, was there, price-wise? So we started them at £20 each. We had a lot of views, a lot of interest. But yeah, the 1970s vintage kids books are worth doing, but they're long tail.
Yeah. I do still have a Teddy Edward listed, but I've marked it down now just to try and get a sale on it.
Oh, is that the back of the book? That
yeah.
Picture? Oh, cool. So yeah, from 20p to £10, happy days. There's shipping on top of that as well. Oh, I included this because I showed these in a video and I had 3 of them. I listed all 3 at $14.99, which is pretty much top end of what you can get on these. I've sold 2 already and 1 left. So yeah, always worth picking up. And I had some spare cubes, not cubes, you know, the little shape things. I had 5 or 6 of them, and I was in that frame of mind of get rid of everything, which I'm still in. and I listed them for a £5, and then the moment they sold, I thought, why the hell did I get rid of them? I guarantee this season I'll pick some up that are missing 1 or 2 bricks, and I've gave them away for a £5.
Yeah.
But there you go, idiot. Right, this is one of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one you picked up with those other jackets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've not a lot to say about that really. I sold that for £12.99. Quite pleased with it.
That was on that pound rail, yeah.
Yes.
So you're using that backdrop at the minute. You're not using it.
Yeah. Well, I'm having difficulties with the backdrops currently.
I think that looks okay. It's
the
quite
light
interesting.
in the sunroom is lovely, so I don't really want to use a plain wall in the living room or something, because then the light's really dark in there.
You could hang a sheet over that chest behind it.
But,
I think that looks all right, actually.
Okay.
Tell us what you think in the chat.
I have actually got rid of the lights now because Ellen's pinched them. So.
Oh, these lights up here, yeah, the little fairy lights. I think that background works. Anyway, did the trick. It sold within a day or so, didn't it? So happy days. Right, what else have we got? Why can't I scroll these? Whee, there we go. Oh, this was a cool sale. I picked these up last boot sale season back in the summer. I think they were 10 pence a book, so owed me, there's 18 there, so owed me a couple of quids. And I was listing these. I'd done my research and I had written down on my trusty post-it note £25 for the bundle with shipping on top. And when I listed them, I changed my mind and added the tenner. And they sold within a couple of days. But that seemed quite above the odds for those. But just goes to show, chance your arm, set the bar a bit. They weren't in amazing condition. If you look at the spines, where's the picture? Some of them were really quite, discoloured. There was only 2 hardbacks, the rest were paperbacks. I looked at selling them individually and they weren't worth the effort. They really weren't. But as a bundle, yeah, happy days.
Reseller Network says that light in brown is a pain, and asked me how I like brown. Well, I just use natural light. I just use the natural light in the sunroom. But sometimes if it's not looking quite right, I adjust the colouring in my phone, because you can actually colour adjust in the camera settings. So I do that. Yeah,
Andrea's office is in the kind of what we call the sunroom. It's like a conservatory. So she has the luxury of natural light. In my little tack cave, it is literally like a dark cave in there, because it's the old garage. So you have the benefits of that. People are loving Asterix. Philippa says Asterix classic. I never got into Asterix. I love the artwork in it, but I never got into reading them. Reseller Network, I love Asterix. Learned how to read by reading Asterix. Oh wow, cool. And Tintin, yeah, Tintin. Again, I love the artwork in Tintin. So yeah, that's that. Next we have, this was just another bundle just to show how you're doing those bundles. So again, I think it's great how you do these pictures, so they can see clearly every single item. Because if you lay them out, you can't really see them, can you?
No, you can't.
Do you think that's time efficient? How long does that take you to do?
It doesn't take very long at all. I literally put them in a stack, photograph one, and take it off, and blah, blah, blah.
How long does it take to edit all of these pictures into squares then?
Not very long at all.
Yeah, and do you list everything as well, don't you? Yeah.
That's probably the most time-consuming part.
Yeah. But it's working. I mean, that was, how many have we got there? 26 for £35. And it's a tricky age to sell, 6 to 9. The market
6 to 9 isn't as bad as 3 to 6.
No, but the market's flooded, isn't it? When you look at it, selling individual items, it's pretty much too long-winded unless you've got designer stuff.
And then Reseller Network says, how do I create the split screen pics? I just have an app called Layout, and I use that on my phone.
It's all done on your phone?
Yeah.
Cool. They look really cool, I think. That's great. Next one, you will have seen recently on our channel, I've been sorting out all the electric items that I've been putting off forever. Haven't listed many yet. I only listed 10 items last Thursday or Friday. Or it might have been, was it Thursday? I don't know. Anyway, I only listed a few, but some have sold straight away. The phone, in the video, I said I was going to put on at 20. Again, when I was listing it, I added the cheeky £5 and it sold within a day or so anyway. So, yeah, happy days. And it actually had there. That makes it look like a crack, but it's actually only a scratch. That was really the only damage. It was in really nice condition. The lighting was terrible when I did that. It's just sat on my knee. So yeah, that one went straight away, as did the completely knackered red one. I took an offer of that, which is 12. I actually sent him that offer. He messaged me about it and said, would I be willing to accept a bit less? Because it was so bad. The dial on this was completely screwed. The receiver was all cracked. You can see there the cracks and damage on it. So I was kind of just happy to see the back of that. Whether I've undersold it or not, I don't know. But 15 was what I was shooting for, and I was happy to get a quick sale. This one, somebody messaged me, I think it was Lee Hellier actually, saying that he had sold one of these for more than I had suggested I was going to list it for. But I forgot to change the price, and it sold today. Anyway, is that today, 26? I think that came through today.
Yesterday. Yeah, today.
What day are we today?
Yeah,
it's 26. So maybe I could have got more, but this is the one that frustratingly seemed mechanically it was all working, but we couldn't get any sound out of it. So I sold it as spares or repair. If you're going to do that, it is in the title, but it's also repeated. There we go. It's in the description there, and it's also repeated here. You cannot repeat that enough. There you go. I repeat, not working. Because people don't read descriptions, they don't read all the blurbs, so just repeat yourself if it's not working. So anyway, I'm just glad to get a shot of that one. This sold again today, $24.99 with shipping on top. The price on those seems to have gone up. I've sold those in the past for nearer sort of 15, so demand for those has gone up. Those sold super fast as well. The nunchucks I find are almost worthless really, but if you add them with the remotes, you can get a quick sale on a bundle. The remotes kind of average out to about a tenner each.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy with that, and that sold super fast. This I mentioned in a recent video that I thought it was listed. I happened to check one day and it had vanished. The listing had vanished. It hadn't sold. So either I'd cocked up at some point when I was relisting it, or it had just vanished from the system.
Yeah, other people have been saying that, haven't they?
Yeah. So I took another picture of the bundle. I couldn't even find it anywhere to just relist the item, so I had to go through the whole process again. Whacked it on, I think a little bit cheaper than I had it last time, and that sold really swift. So I'm glad to get rid of that. They were really bulky and they were a pain in the neck. And then a few Lego bits. These, I made up a load of these up and over garage doors, and I've been selling them for a tenner, and they're going pretty well. It's very few parts. It looks more than it is, to be honest. If I just show you the other views, it's just some uprights and two of these little beams that go along the top with a groove in, and I think it's 9 of these little panels. So yeah, sold a few of those. They've gone quick. It's only like, I don't know, 10-15 grams of Lego.
Yeah.
These we found in a charity shop, didn't we? Like a little crate with about a couple of kilos of Lego in, and paid a tenner on it. So these tiny little letter blocks, the vintage like 1960s, 70s ones, have more than paid for the whole lot on their own. So that's cool. And I sold a load of the furniture out of it as well. Actually, I might have pulled up the furniture listings, haven't I? These, yeah, this this is my kind of OCD showing up here, lining them all up. I did quite well on these because if you look in the picture, they're not very white. A lot of them are really quite discolored. That shows it better. So they weren't great. So I bundled the whole lot together. But they sold quick at 15 quid. Likewise, oh no, not that one. I was going to show this one. These roof tiles, a lot of those are a bit discolored. You can see the difference in those. So they weren't perfect. But I had a couple of lots of these, and they've both gone now at £15. So I'm happy to get a shot of those. And then this is a bit of an experiment. I think, again, I showed on my Facebook. I found a tub with, must be, I don't know, a couple of thousand minifig accessories that have been accumulating over the years. I'm selling them at $9.99 for 100. And I sold 2 within about a week. So I don't know. We'll see. See how that goes. See if it picks up. And that,
that's that, I think.
Is all we've got. So
you know, like Caroline would have been riveted by those.
Oh, Caroline loves Lego, don't you, Caroline? Right, I think, there we go. We should be back in the room. Right, let's see what the chatter has been going on. Where did we get to? Reseller Network says, isn't that from Home Alone? Yes, that is. Well, in Home Alone, he had the Talk Boy. That's like the girls' pink version of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is from Home Alone too. It has a cassette, which I'm selling separately with the Home Alone stuff on it. Silver hair stacker. Wow, you got that for that phone. I have to sell mine. Yeah, they're good. And the cream isn't a particularly sought after colour.
No, we actually had one of our own, didn't we? That we resold.
We had a red one to match our living room.
No, we didn't. We had a cream one.
I thought it was red. Oh, I'm getting muddled up with the other red one. Yeah, I can't remember what we got for that. Similar money, I think.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the vintage phones are cool. If you get unusual colours, you can ask more. Bug Chicks thanking Caroline for her videos. Pic collage apparently is another one for group photos. Yeah. Thanks, Philippa. Adam says, sweet, was waiting to see the cream phone as picked one up today from a car boot for 50p.
Wow, that's good.
Jeez, ours was a £5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
50p is epic.
Yeah,
as long as it works. You can still sell it if it's not working, as I've shown, but
yeah.
I've got, this is falling on a bruise. I've got a cream phone hidden away because the husband wants to take the guts out of it and put a Raspberry Pi in it.
Oh.
That's like a mini computer thing, I think. Okay, hide it. Yeah, don't let him get to it. What board games does Nick Hills get excited about selling? The really valuable ones?
Yeah.
Personally, I love the game Risk, so any version of Risk kind of gets me excited. Is that sad? Does that sound sad? You don't like Risk? You don't play Risk?
No,
do
I
you?
don't enjoy Risk.
Yeah, I do love Risk. Let's just see. I don't know what that's related to.
Do you auto relist?
No, I do it manually.
No.
Yeah, I go through into the manager and highlight a load and do it a batch at a time.
Yeah.
And you can edit prices really quickly that way.
Yeah, and also you can see what views you've got and if you've had any watchers and.
Yeah, I like to go into the listing sometimes and analyse. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to do that.
What interest you've had, whether you need to do something drastic to get the sale or just leave it sat there.
Yeah.
Silver hair stacker. That's not bulky. Sell a bicycle. Yeah, fair enough.
When are you going into the attic to deal with the sports gear?
Oh, God knows.
It's probably buried now.
Well, we put a load of stuff. We bought a stack of RA, didn't we, in the January sales? A lot of that we sent to Amazon, but even more has just been piled in the loft. So I doubt I could get to that sports shop equipment now. There's also loads of kitchen appliances up there.
Oh, dear. Aladdin's cave up there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still working on all of this, and there's even more holes and space in this now. So some of it may come down at some point, but we're rapidly approaching boot sale time.
I know.
And you're itching to get out there.
Shift on.
Andrea is itching to get out. Can I just put this out there? You are like more than me wanting to go out buying.
I know.
What's that all
I
about?
think it's because we get a bit of cabin fever in here. So when we actually go out and source and stuff, it just helps a bit.
It's fun.
Yeah, but also it's just the hunt, isn't it, for new stuff? And last year I wasn't really involved in it because I was in the shop all the time. So yeah, I think that's why really.
Yeah. I'm still, I've switched my head into get rid of mode, and I'm still really in get rid of mode.
Yeah, I really need to just get those bundles shifted, and then I've got space.
But once I know there's boot sales out there, I'll be itching to get out there. Yeah. I can't deny it. I mean, there would have been a couple today, but it was quite cold, wasn't it? Yeah. Risk is fun. Absolutely, risk is fun.
It's not my sort of thing. I don't like it.
We need to do it again. We used to have like evenings around here or at my brother-in-law's where we get all the kind of men of the family. It's a real man thing, isn't it? Risk
Not
around.
necessarily. My aunt really loves it.
Who does?
Pam.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But we had an evening here, didn't we? Up one end of the living room, there was all of the men playing Risk. Up the other end, there's all the girls watching some rom-com.
Yeah. We were watching Bridesmaids.
Were you?
And you guys were
arguing about risk.
Risk, and then we put Bridesmaids on, and you were like, "What the heck are you watching?"
Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Courses for courses.
Yeah.
Where are you going to car boots? Which part of the UK? That's from Adrian. We are just north of London. We live in a town called Hitchin, so we visit car boot sales sort of within a 5 to 10 mile radius of where we are. There's quite a selection around here. There's probably 7 or 8 various ones. We don't go to them all every week.
No.
But
Just try and pick what we think are the best ones.
Yeah, we have our favourites, don't we?
Yeah.
Which maybe we shouldn't mention.
Reseller Network says, would you guys consider employing a helper like Scavenger Life? Now, this has come up recently, actually. Lots of people have been talking about. I think it was in the chat with David McGregor, in the Chatterbox chat. Yeah, basically, we did think about it, didn't we? We even went to the lengths of hiring a unit with 2 small office spaces, and we were working towards the idea of having someone in to try and expand and to list for us. And we just got to the point where we realised it's too personal for us. It's like an extension of our home and our family, and bringing somebody in just feels odd.
That was the last time we considered it, when we were working. We were just doing clothing at that point, going back about, what, 4 years?
Yeah.
Way before I was doing videos. And at that point we considered it because we were working outside of the home. But we did have staff members in the gaming shops we had.
Yeah, we did. And
we just got stung really badly by them. We had a lot of theft. We had a lot of abuse of trust from people that we regarded as friends.
Yeah, exactly. We hired them because we thought we could trust them.
Yeah. And we had it thrown in our face. So we were burnt a bit by that, which doesn't make it easy to go back into employing. No. Plus, it's a logistical and paperwork nightmare.
Oh yeah, well, I had to do all the PAYE for our employee, and it was just such a nightmare.
Yeah,
tore my hair out.
You can get firms to do PAYE for you now.
Yeah.
Or you could then, but we're cheap, so we did it ourselves. Up north, people are hardy. They go out in the cold and wet, says Peter.
Well, we are too, but we know we don't need the stock, and we've got to get rid of it. So it's, yeah.
Beatnik.
It's a good excuse to say, let's wait till summer.
Yeah, I need excuses not to go out and fill up this room again with stuff. Yeah. Beatnik says, when are we going on the attic tour? That is not
probably
happening.
Make a good video.
Do you think? I need to sort the lights out up there. I managed to.
Really interesting.
I put strip lights in my loft, and I managed to smash one. Did I tell you I smashed one of the bulbs?
No.
One of the 6 foot long strip lights. I smashed it. And yeah, I need to do some work up there, and then maybe no. I don't even know half of what's up there, honestly.
That's why it would make an interesting video.
Yeah. I know there's a massive Barbie.
What were we saying
thing.
that? Because what we were just discussing, the fact that we used to have a unit, we only did clothes. So I did adult clothes and kids' clothes. I went into specialising in kids' clothes. So when we left the unit, we bagged up a lot of adult clothes. We put it in the attic. And we haven't actually had it out since, have we? So we said that would probably make a good video to get that down and find out what's in there.
I reckon there's about half a ton. I don't know. I think it's about 10 big black sacks full of adult clothing that's up there.
Yeah.
And it's all pretty good stuff. It's all stuff we bought to resell.
Well,
and here you are going out buying more.
I think as we've evolved and we've learned so much more as we've gone. And I think I made lots of mistakes back then and bought lots of duds, really.
Yeah. Yeah. What have we got? So here's in there. Always good to turn over stock, especially when the New Year's boot sales only weeks away. Exactly. Would you expect charity shop prices to drop during car boot season? No. Can't risk not going out buying, might miss something. Yeah, that creeps into my head a lot. It's not so much that I need to go out and buy something, it's the fact that my sort of rival dealers will get it. I'm not competitive at all in the slightest. Right, how long have we been? How long have we?
It's 5 to 9.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll round it up about 5 past when we started. How's that? We'll go for an hour. We'll just dip in the chat. Reseller Network, thanks for answering. No problem. We're trying to keep up with the chat today. Hear this all the time. Don't employ family. Well, actually, the one person that was an absolute dream to work with and have working for us was family. That was our niece, Becky, who was wonderful. I know we're biased because she was our niece, but she was incredible. She was incredible with the customers. She was fast. She was intelligent. She was... Yeah,
she was lovely.
But
lovely to work with.
Friends and people that we met through the shop and then bought into the kind of family of our business. Mm-hmm. Well, one in particular really stitched us up. The other was he was just a bit...
He was just slow.
Yeah.
That was all, really.
The sort of person you give a job to do and then wish...
He used to turn up for work really late. And because we'd have like a day off in the week each, wouldn't we? And one day I was on my own and I just got fed up. He kept turning up about half an hour late. And one day I said to him, "You're late." And he said, "Yeah, I have no excuse." That was just it. Just blasé. Yeah, I've got no excuse. And I got really cross with him. And
you never saw eye to eye with him, did you?
It was all right. But he got put out with me because I was cross with him and complained to Nick that I'd had a go at him. So yeah, shortly after that, we said bye-bye.
Yeah, we came up with a reason, and he didn't have a job anymore. Anyway, attic tour is a great idea. Oh, who started this?
You have to do it now.
Yeah. Sorry to hear you had such trouble with staff. Trust is a must in a team. Yeah, we were burnt really bad and kind of never went back to it.
One guy was just stealing from us, wasn't he? And you didn't discover it until one day you said, "Hey, let's do a spot check on your bag."
Stack of Xbox 360 games in his bag. I nearly lamped the guy.
He still denied it. He
said
he was just borrowing it and he forgot to ask.
Oh, just borrowing. Don't know why that winds me up.
Hi, Margaret. I'm really sorry that we started while you were live.
It's Margaret. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Best to get the sports stuff listed soon with summer coming. Well, yes, but we also have loads of rugby, football, all the winter sports in there as well. We do need to get it down, go through it, sort it into when we need to list it.
Yeah.
Get some structure in there. I've just got so much other stuff to list. We have a boot sale. This is Markin. We have a boot sale almost every Sunday. This is micro one, let's say, all year round here in York. Oh, I love York.
Yeah.
But the best one, summertime, the York racecourse every Saturday. Oh, we need to go back to York.
Yeah, we really love York.
Make sure we're there on a Sunday. We'll go that one. I'm your biggest fan. How to top 10. Cool. Yeah, I'll bet that's your biggest fan.
No, I doubt it. Yours.
Right, let's go to the end of the chat and just catch up because we'll be wrapping up in about 5 minutes. Hi guys, just started selling last week. This is Big Mac. Using my own old eBay account with the good feedback from buying. Do you think I'll be better off setting up a new one for selling from? No, I would use that one. If you've got an account with feedback on it, then use that to sell. But if you start buying with the express purpose of reselling it, you need to switch it to a business account and then inform the HMRC that you are effectively running
even
a business.
If you're doing it part-time and you have a job already, you're just trying to make some extra money, you still need to declare it.
Technically, you need to declare it.
You could get yourself into all kinds of problems if you don't.
There's new stuff coming in where you're allowed to sell like £1,000 worth of stuff or something, and not. I'm not sure. We need to look into that and perhaps do a video about it. But yeah.
It's better to be safe than sorry, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Malinky, employed girl in shop. I assume they mean they employed a girl in the shop. She went for lunch and never came back.
Blimey.
That's one way to resign. Just go for lunch. Bye.
So she's all right.
That's kind of how I left most of my jobs. Just gone, never came back. Best tips on postal services, please. Well, we have an online business account which serves us well. So
yeah, that's with Royal Mail.
With Royal Mail, and for couriers, we still are quite happy with Hermes, so we use them. Austin Max, would it be possible for you or Andrea to do a video on packing and shipping clothing items, please?
Okay.
There's a challenge for you. You keep saying you want to do videos.
Okay.
I think that'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
You just show how you do it. The thing with these videos as well is that we don't know everything. We're not the best at this. We're just two average people who have been doing this for quite a long period of time. We can share what we do. It doesn't mean it's the right way to do it. It's just share, you know, what we do. So you can certainly share how you do it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do the packaging.
You do the packaging, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'd be a good video, and we can share the, you know, the equipment we use, and we use these things mostly for clothing, don't we?
Yeah.
We keep a whole range of sizes of those in. But with your big bundles, I've been boxing a lot of that because it's such
a bit more secure.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Video coming from Andrea.
Indeed.
Don't hold your breath. Silver chair stacker loves Margaret.
Ooh.
Oh. What was that about? I was late going live today. We clashed. Sorry, Margaret.
Yeah.
How are we doing for time? Oh, okay. Ooh. My January/February RA on Amazon is doing well. How's yours? Says Beatnik. The stuff I've sent up is going okay. I had that big issue with that I shared in one of the Hangouts, the same as Tom did, where they lost a couple of my shipments. Frustratingly, a lot of that was the RA stuff I sent up. That if it had got there in time, prices were still high because Amazon hadn't restocked from Christmas. Some of that stuff, like a lot of the Nerf I sent up, I'm having to take a big hit on what I would have got. I could wait long term until Amazon maybe sells out in the future, but I'm just taking the hit and selling them out. I'm still making money on them, but it was like
not as much as we thought we would.
No, £5 to £10 less than I would have been getting if they'd have booked it in when it arrived. Oh, such a wind up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's selling okay.
I read back. Marcin said, yes, it is from the new tax year that you won't pay any tax on sales below £1,000.
Okay.
And then he says, I mean £1,000 total for whole tax year, not on a single sale.
Right, that's interesting.
Okay, yeah.
So again, do your own research and find out about this.
But do you still need to declare even if you don't pay tax?
That would be interesting. I might do some research and find out about that, and then do a video talking about the ins and outs of what you have to declare legally for tax and what you don't if you're doing this part-time or whatever. Because I get asked that a lot, and because it doesn't relate to me, I don't really know. So
Ben Gilbert says,
oh, sorry, I just moved it. See it?
I've been selling on eBay for a few years now. Would like to start FBA. Is there a step-by-step guide somewhere out there? Did you do a video about FBA?
I've done a few kind of showing my experience with it. If you just search Nick Hill's FBA, you'll come up with my videos. I know Darren Smart has done a few. Michael Pierce as well did some fantastic videos. Search Michael Pierce, come up with his channel and search in his channel. He did a great series on FBA. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. I would start there, and I think there's a lot of information on Amazon itself as well. What I would say, if you're thinking of getting into Amazon, I would start with Merchant Fulfilled. I don't really see the point in jumping straight into FBA, especially if you're not going to start turning over big numbers. I think FBA is more for bulk, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I'd start doing Merchant Fulfilled anyway. Right, should we take a couple more bits from in here, then wrap it up? What have we got? Samantha Smith, do you find particular charity shops are more expensive? I think Heart Foundation is expensive for books.
I think Heart Foundation is expensive, full stop.
They can be, yeah.
We were in one today, weren't we? We were just like, okay.
Not
for us.
Oxfam.
Oxfam.
Certainly our local Oxfam, like an old Spice Girls CD, $2.99.
Yeah.
You're thinking you could buy it new for less than that on Amazon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, fair play to them. We've had this discussion so many times.
Yeah, I mean,
they're trying to get the most for their charity.
I understand that. But like, I was in a cat protection one the other day, and I was just looking at clothes for myself, really. I was looking at a couple of things that I liked, and I thought, I don't really want to spend $7.99 on a jumper in a charity shop when I know I know it's probably, there's a lot of moral questioning in that, but you know, I could go to Primark and buy a jumper for less. So you start to think, just as a buyer, not necessarily as a reseller, that the prices are really expensive.
One thing I do question is the stuff we showed earlier, we got on sale rails, and some of that stuff was marked up at like $7.99, $6.99, and then they decided, put a line through it, it's now £1. If they incrementally marked that down over time, it would find its point and it would sell. I don't know why they feel. I guess they have so much stuff.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
to come from some of this stuff today was like £7 down to £1.
Yeah.
Just seems a bit extreme, but anyway, I'm sure they know what.
So I tend to find charity shops that have sale rails now and just head straight for the sale rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are agreeing with Oxfam being expensive. Beatnik says three videos: clothing packing, attic tour, taxing and selling. You're going to be busy. Yeah, don't hold your breath on these videos. We have enough trouble fitting in the videos we do make. But yeah, we'll try and get on that. Talk about the VAT threshold. Do you take a trolley or a big Santa bag
yeah.
around the car boots to gather goods? I shamelessly wander around with a granny trolley. That's your little one, isn't it?
Can't even see what you're looking at.
There, it's up against the back window.
Striped one.
And I've got a big, I don't know where mine is. Oh, it's at the back there as well. Mine's a big fold-out, big square thing, but it's pretty knackered now. The wheels and that still work, but the sort of cloth bag bit is ripped to bits.
You've overfilled it many times.
Yeah. But it just saves. I have issues with tendons in my arms. I've got tendonitis, so if I carry bags for too long, it is agonising. So that's why I started using it. But then I realised it allows me to stay out a lot longer, and I only have to go back to the car, you know, periodically. Whereas with bags, quite often you find yourself having to go back because you can't physically carry it. So yeah, we use granny trolleys because we don't care. So many people do though. You can spot a reseller quite often because they've got a trolley full.
It always makes me laugh when you see the old ladies with their dogs in their trolleys, wandering around, putting their trolleys along with the little dogs in there.
Yeah. Best place to buy a car boot trolley. There's a link on my website to the one I've got, which is on Amazon. Just go to any of my old videos, click on the link to my website, and it will take you straight there.
Yours is better than mine. It's a lot bigger because it's a square one.
Yeah.
Whereas, mine hasn't got as much space in it.
We'll have to do a video talking about trolleys now. How are we doing on time? Right, we're going to wrap this up soon. Oxfam is very inexpensive with plush. Oh, okay. There you go. Swings and roundabouts. Do CNETs sell? The standard CNET, no, in a nutshell. So common. I think I had the Simpsons one, which again wasn't worth much, hardly worth bothering with. Glee CNET is everywhere, unless you get it sealed. Even then, I was only getting about 10 on it. There's certain editions that are. Harry Potter ones are okay. There's one particular one which is like the whole series, which is worth good money. That Disney one seems to be a good one. So, as with anything, do your own research. It would only take you 5 minutes to find out on eBay and Amazon what they're worth, and then just store it up here, and away you go. Sorted. Right, should we wrap this up?
Yep. Okay.
Oh, someone, Retro Vintage 65. Yes, Nick, your fault I have a trolley. Thank you very much. I'm to blame for so much. Fourth video, how to get trolleyed. I could do a video on how to get trolleyed. Quite easily.
We did one last year, didn't we?
Yeah, the whole meetup video should be called How to Get Trolleyed. Hi, Nick and Andrew, a lovely weekend in the Isle of Man. Ah, we've never been there, have we?
I've never been to the Isle of Man.
I'd love to. You need a flag and a bell for your trolley. Well, so you can see where I am, because I run off and leave you in my dust, don't I?
Now you need a big sign that says "I am here." We end up having to phone each other, don't we, to find out where we are?
Yeah, we do. At the boot sale, I'll be at a stall, and I'll ring you up to find out where you are, or you'll ring me up and say, "There's a pile of computer games here," because you wouldn't know where to start, and I come running along. Likewise, I'll ring you. There's a massive pile of cheap.
Usually,
clothing.
as I need more money, and you say, "What have you been buying?"
Yeah, I get the "I've run out of money" call at boot sales. That's not a good one. Going around car boots, cursing people with trolleys, bruised legs. I get people, if I go up to the stall, sometimes I'll park my trolley by the stall and having a rummage, and the amount of times I turn around and people are going through my stuff.
Do that.
And you're like, whoa, hang on, that's my stuff. And then they look at you like all put out because they found some good stuff, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
I've lost stuff out of my trolley, and I reckon that's what it is. People have just lifted. Yeah.
I actually use mine to stack my clothes up on. So if I'm rummaging around in some clothes, I stack them up on my trolley.
Oh, good plan. There's an interesting thing there. Someone said, I missed it. Kieran, charity shops get 80% rent relief from the government.
Yeah.
80%.
I didn't know it was 80%, but I knew they got rent relief.
Can that be right? Crumbs. Right, we have gone on way too long. Thanks for sticking with us. We've got 124 viewers in. If you enjoyed us rambling about tat, please give us a thumbs up to let us know you enjoyed it. Thanks for everybody for taking part in the chat. Hope we answered a few questions. And yeah, we're going to try and do these kind of hangouts at the weekend.
A bit more regular.
Yeah. Bit of sales, a few pickups. As we get into boot sale season or go to jumble sales, we'll try and live stream the hauls maybe on those. We'll see how it works. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Oh, where's my mouse gone?